Hello, this is going to be a quick one. We thought the world needed another resource to know of a special thing that the C200 does that maybe everybody already knows. This is pretty niche content for a C200 owner, but that's what we're all about.
Niche content. That's why we have 150 subscribers.
We're all about niche content.
Is this about object tracking?
Oh yeah. Object tracking on the C200. You might be thinking, duh, it already has it. If you're like us, you're thinking, object tracking on the C200? That doesn't exist. Well, we've owned the C200 for a couple of years now, and it was a month ago. It was mentioned, yeah. A little backstory. We bought these Canon cameras because we knew their autofocus was awesome. In the industry, they're known for doing pretty well. We use the face autofocus all the time in interviews. We use spot focus every now and then for B-roll, otherwise we'll do manual. But we had gone on a trip out to San Jose and we were filming this machinery and an item was going through a conveyor belt and we had spot focus on, we were keeping that composition and something in the foreground would pop up and all of a sudden that spot focus would grab what was in the foreground, rendering this spot autofocus useless, SOL as they say. We pretty much figured it out how to keep the plane the same, not use any focus adjustments. That was our back-off video for Hyphen,
Okay.
or that one. So you can see we were able to do that video without the object tracking, but man, it would have been so helpful. So we got back and we're trying to figure out what we needed to do. Because we were in California, we couldn't pack all of our gear, and what we didn't think we would need was our Nucleus Nano follow focus system. So we didn't have that. That's why we had to figure something else out. So we came back and tried to start like searching something other than autofocus on the C200, and I think it was rubidium. Sort of talked about it in passing that there is quality object tracking on the C200. If you go down the menu, you'll go to the little camera thing, over to page 4, autofocus mode, continuous, one shot, AF boosted, continuous. That's where you'll also have frame size. On page 5 is face detection and face autofocus. Guess what's not on those pages? Object tracking. But it is really dumb, Canon. It should just be on that file. What you need to do, this is it. You can jump right here, we'll put a link to it. You need to customize a button to access object tracking. We've customized this one. There might be other buttons here that you'd prefer, but you go over to the menu. In the assignable button category, you'll see 1 through 11. If you click on one of those 1 through 11s, you'll get a full list of what you can assign to that spot. One of your options is tracking. Assign that to that button. Now, you're given a brand new cursor that allows you to tap anywhere on the screen and it will lock into that item, that object, and track it. It tracks through pushes and pulls, zooming the lens. It's amazing, and you have to assign it to a button to use it. So there you go. The C200 has object tracking. In addition to great face tracking and good spot tracking, object tracking. What a time to be alive. This also won't work all the time. You might want to have a follow focus system in addition to this. All autofocuses is an algorithm trying its best. Use it as you can and just be kind of mad at Canon for not making it easier to access.
It's important to note here, just a quick side note, that if you read the manual that's in there, it's a sub footnote of a small section in the assignable button category. It's not even in the tracking of the manual. We bought these used. I don't even know if they came with manuals. To Canon's credit, for the most part, it's very intuitive. This one's just kind of hidden. And so, anyways, but if you're a manual reader, you're probably like, yeah, obviously it's in there. But we don't usually read all the manuals. It's just so much stuff. Maybe we should get on that.